Greetings everyone and welcome back to a new video. Now, I want to inform you already that I've already watched the episode. I know, what a fucking shameful thing to do. The thing is though, this has been the best effing thing that has happened in my lifetime so far, I think, as far as I know. That I just wanted to share it again, and I wanted to experience it again purely because I haven't had the time to take it all in. I had to take many breaks. I had to pause the episode very often to try and control whatever fucking emotions I had. It was surreal. I sort of expected it to be like an absolute warping episode, because they're not just gonna leave an Anakin reveal at the end of the episode of the last one and just that is it, just one conversation and we're gonna go. No, I expected something to happen. I just wasn't ready for this. But I missed a couple things purely because I was running around the living room. I was super happy, tip-tap-toes, moving around like a fucking idiot. I couldn't contain myself, basically. So we're gonna go react to the thing again, and to the fight, and to the mentoring. And yeah, honestly, mostly probably could take a couple pauses here and there. I want to talk about it mostly and just experience it once more, and I'll probably watch it many a times later, just like I did with the Anakin and the Obi-Wan fight in the Obi-Wan series. I'll probably do this as well, so let's get going. Man, I already had so many chills. It's ridiculous. He looks so good.
You look the same.
You look old.
Every time with those remarks.
Well, that happens.
I will say though, I don't know if it's because of the new episode, but the de-aging on this episode looks slightly better than the previous episode.
I don't remember.
Trust me,
Bro, that de-aging is
you lost.
so good. Oh my god. Okay, alright, I already have to pause it. The thing that I already wanted to add, one of the things that I loved in this is the audio. But most importantly, every time Hayden walked, bro, it's going to sound very sus. But I loved it because there's such a, I don't know if it's the lower frequencies, but they were like knocking off the sound design. Like it just you kept hearing the thump whenever Hayden was walking, and he has such, like, it's the thing is though, I don't know how much Hayden has changed over the years, but I get the feeling his build has either he has been extra padded or he has extra clothing underneath, but he looks like a tank, bro. He looks so much bigger, and it's like they're trying to have some sort of like body transition from Anakin to Vader, because Anakin was more agile, utilizing gems so very often, and he was just speed, and a little bit of aggression, and Vader was just pure, because of his like inability to perform a lot of the moves that Anakin was able to do due to his like limitations of the suit. He had to force himself to actually become have a more aggressive stance, and I feel like what we're currently seeing is some sort of like middle ground within him, and it's also just, I don't know. I know in the Clone Wars series, you often see Anakin Skywalker have very Vader-like movements, whether it's his walk, running animations, or just his stance. But in this episode, you can definitely notice it like a lot. And I just love the background noise every time steps are being made. I don't exactly know if it's just because of the war between worlds and everything is being echoed. But I definitely noticed it a lot whenever Hayden was moving around.
Why?
It means you still have a chance.
Like, it looks so scary. I think it's just the war between worlds, but it just, he's scary, man. He's absolutely terrifying here. He has that same facial expressions he had in Revenge of the Sith. I love that.
One is never too old to learn, Snips.
I feel like that Snips was just purely just to get everything around it. Everyone.
All right. What's the lesson, Master?
Oh man.
Live. Or die.
Oh, he looks so good.
I won't fight.
It's like,
I've heard that before.
oh man, that again, bro. Again, it's like I completely missed this. I just noticed it now. I missed this the first fucking time I watched it. This is because I was just when so many emotions are running high. I kind of just I have a hard time to focus again until I can just kind of recoil back. I don't know if this is necessarily between Ahsoka and Vader's fight. I don't think Ahsoka said that line before, but I definitely feel like it's during Vader's redemption thanks to Luke Skywalker, because Luke also just didn't want to fight him. He said, I don't know if he exactly said, "I won't fight you," but it was a little bit within that range, and I love the usage of those quotes. A little bit of a dickhead for starting to fight straight after. Like, take some time in. Like, bro, your son said this to you, all right? Show some emotion. Oh man. Yeah, bro, he definitely has a slight different stance than episode 3. I definitely noticed this. He has a lot of power, man. Like, it's very hard to win against. I don't give a shit how many fucking times you train with him. Oh, bro, every time the fucking I don't know. What's the exact word? What's the exact word that of Hayden's technique? I don't have a lot of room. I have a lot of room there, but there's like, I can hit the fucking microphone. I can hit. There's a couple things at the back, but yeah. It's basically the. I probably look like a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. It's the backhanded move, but I don't know what the term is. He also used it in Obi-Wan's fight during the series that I mentioned previously. So that one was also there. I think it's sort of his favorite move. And I love that. Also, I wanted to pause it exactly here because I don't remember seeing Anakin ever do this. But I just love it because it just shows he's so... If there's one thing that you will notice with Anakin when he's fighting, it's just the confidence he has in his ability. A little bit part of his downfall, but it just shows that he knows he'll probably best someone. And that being the fucking Padawan, of course, but that's fine. Oh, but look at that hand move, bro. Jeez. Oh, damn.
Looks like you don't have much left to offer.
I feel like this is the first time I've seen Ahsoka smile in the series. Oh, there she goes. She has been handed the low ground. Anakin has gained the high ground. So at first I thought we were in Geonosis the moment the clones appeared. But that didn't make much sense. Ahsoka did appear, I think, in Geonosis. I don't remember much of the series anymore because it's been like 10 years. I don't know if it was Christophers or... It's been a while for me, so I apologize for not knowing this. But, bro, I will say though, this is gonna sound fucking controversial. But, oh man. But, with that being said, I actually don't like the Clone Wars armor for Anakin and Obi-Wan the whole lot, basically. I don't like the pauldron. That being said, I just love the battle tunic in episode 3. Those are just my favorite. That being said, though, I was fucking amazed they decided to actually show up Anakin with those robes. And it's also, I swear to God, I saw a fan art that had the exact hairstyle. It was like I don't know if it was I don't think it was AI because it's been like many, many years ago. And I don't think it was an official image of Hayden, but it was like drawn, and his hairstyle is exactly the same as here. And bro, I love the fact that they actually added the robes here in. It's so good. The thing is though, while it did invoke some emotions because the greater first part of the Clone Wars series, he was wearing those robes, and then later every now and then went back to it because the episodes weren't in chronological order. Actually, no. I think it was just, even when it went back, he had the new tunics. It's a very confusing thing. I haven't actually officially watched it chronologically. I just watched it from season to season. The clones as well, by the way. Very good. It has a very CGI movement. I'm going to assume they're still practical and they're actual people.
This was one of our first missions.
And if not... Well, shut up. It's just, I need so many, there's so many things I need to say. I'm sorry I'm pausing it so much. But yeah, what I wanted to say, I don't know if it's CGI. I'm going to assume it's real people because they tried to make it more practical. With that being said, though, if it's not CGI, I do appreciate them for trying to move like CGI, because you could definitely notice in episode 2 and 3 that the clones didn't really have very human-like, it's like 80% human movement. It was still a little bit stiff, and I can see it a little bit here. I don't know if it's because of the armor or not, but yeah. Also, they run like Battlefront 1 and 2. I'm just saying the animations are exactly like Battlefront 1 and 2 from Pandemic.
I don't understand.
That's your problem.
Master! Wait!
Green lightsaber, very good. What? There he goes. I didn't even notice that clone. Keep up, that is something Anakin would say.
This is your training.
Ahsoka could be like, for fuck's sake, man. Oh, there goes another one. No one's shooting, by the way. They're all just running. Now, I remember sitting on the sofa and I told my girlfriend that that's very much how Vader walks. And then the moment I said that, it flashed to Vader. I was like, damn, that is so good. That's so good, man. Yeah, the way the clones run is different, man. It's different. Oh, there we go. I was like, what? Are we here already, man? Those fucking helmets look so good on live action. I have to say that. I did slightly expect more.
We'll secure the perimeter. Come on, let's go.
Oh, bro, my man. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. She definitely still has that like very young feeling, but it's like the war has matured her tremendously. I was like, what the fuck is Anakin doing here? But then he said it already.
This was the siege of Mandalore. We had parted ways by now.
Oh man, they look so good together.
It was.
You did well.
Well, Hayden should play Anakin a little bit more, I feel like. If the aging is this good, he can keep it up for like 5 to 10 more years before the age actually shows him.
Ahsoka, within you will be everything.
Not even, bro. I think even the
All
fucking
the knowledge
15
I
years at
possess.
best.
Just as I inherited knowledge from my master, and he from his. You are part of a legacy.
But my part of that legacy is one of death and war.
But you're more than that. Because I'm more than that.
Oh, so
You are
good.
more Anakin. But more powerful and dangerous than anyone realized.
It's like...
Is that what this is about?
I'm sorry. That's such a... I feel like she literally just told Anakin, like, bro, Yeah, I know you. You killed kids and fucking just destroyed a whole order and got rid of everyone there. Like, it's a bit bad. And Anakin's just there like, bro, it's in the past. Can we please move on now? You keep mentioning this. It's just like, they're both fucking children, and I'm here for it.
Thing you are.
You've learned nothing.
Don't say that.
Back to the beginning.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
I
man.
gave you a choice. Live.
That's very much the way Anakin started the fight with Obi-Wan at episode 3.
Or die.
Oh man, look at his eyes. It's so good. Oh shit.
Incorrect.
That's very Vader-like, I do have to say. Turn more aggressive. Bro, everything could be opposed to him, man. Look at this wallpaper. Another fucking back defense like this one from the poster from Anakin. Bro, she's a kid. Leave her. Yeet. Oh. Fuck. Bro. Oh. No. I gotta pause it again. I paused it. I remember pausing it when I watched this moment. Oh. Oh, this is too good, man. I'm sorry. Oh, that's too good. That's so fucking good. Oh, man. I think that's what I meant with the sound design. It's when Vader was walking / Anakin, you could really hear every single step, and it's like just the sound effects of you're in fucking trouble, basically. Also, my memory is a little bit faded. Did Anakin / Vader ever do the whole shoulder thing? I feel like it's more of a Vader thing to maybe move his cape back or something, or put it back in position. Or I don't know if it's something he did in the past and if it's a callback, but I can't remember. And I'm sure if someone mentions, oh, it's when he did this or that, I'll be like, oh, fuck, so it is true. Or as in, I should have remembered that, but it's too good, man. I'm sorry.
You lack conviction.
Oh, the voice. Oh. I like how he dodges more lately compared to the movies. He didn't dodge as much. And if you saw the fight against Dooku in the animated series, bro, he tanked those chairs that were thrown at him. Yeah, the same way Dooku was lost his lightsaber and his hands. Oh, bro, you can see the fucking Mortis eyes.
I choose to live.
Anakin looks so good. I'm sorry, I'm a big Anakin fanboy, if you couldn't tell.
There's hope for you yet.
I wonder why he was looking up. Is it because it was the moment she was starting to leave, and then Anakin like, bro.
Anakin.
I don't know if it was the music, but I had a hard time holding my tears back. I'm currently fighting them right now. I will be honest. I think. Oh man, am I gonna get emotional for this? No, we're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this. My thing is, I grew up with the prequels. All right, I grew up with the prequels, and it's sort of been like I grew up with the old Battlefront games. I grew up with episode 1, 2, and 3, and I watched 4, 5, 6 way later. because I was too young to understand. My parents never liked Star Wars at all, and they didn't understand the whole 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, which came first. If anything, my mother came to me one time and they're like, oh, apparently there was also a new movie, episode 4. Yeah, they had more. I'm like, oh shit, let's go watch them. So it's definitely a point where, because my parents didn't know, I had to kind of learn it on my own, and it took me like years before, I was maybe like 7 or 8 before I finally understood that 4, 5, 6 happened way earlier, but I couldn't like fathom why 4, 5, 6 happened before 1, 2, 3. Like I couldn't understand the maths behind it. But yeah, I grew up with the prequels. The prequels is kind of I'm a prequel fanboy. That's basically it. I love the original trilogy. Yeah, but yeah, so I grew up with Anakin. Anakin was kind of my, like, I would say an idol, like someone I would look up to, except for the killing the children bit, of course. Although as a kid, I was like, whoa, this is interesting. No, I'm kidding. But there is definitely the moment I saw him in this episode and the moment he finally left. I felt like a part of me also left, and I felt like a void. I was like, I remember I started to cry a little bit, and I kind of shoved the leg of my girlfriend that, no, I want him to come back and I want more. And I know I shouldn't, but no, I was literally like, I want more. I feel like I'll never get enough. I'll always have to say I want more, Anakin. But I definitely got very, very fucking emotional during that part. It was like I think it was because I was in such a high rush of emotions, and then he finally fucking decided to leave. The moment I was still like in those highs was when I kind of just crashed down, and I started like having tears on my eyes, and it was definitely a very impactful moment for me. I loved everything about it. I loved the mannerism he had. I loved the stances. I loved the fight. He still has it. The sound effects were good, if I didn't mention it already. The transitions from Anakin to Vader was amazing. I'm actually happy they didn't show too much Vader, because I felt like this was more Hayden/Anakin's episode, and you don't get to see much behind the mask. They could have also used the whole trick of slicing half Vader's mask off and showing Anakin again, and Ahsoka having this exact issue as in the Rebels series, but I think like that would have been too much, because then you had it in Rebels, you had it in Obi-Wan, and now again in Ahsoka. I'm actually very glad they decided to skip a couple things that would have been just pure repetition. I'm also sort of happy Darth Maul didn't appear, nor Obi-Wan during the flashbacks, because I feel like it would have taken Anakin's moments away. I felt like he needed this episode, and nothing else should have taken those highs. You had Captain Rex, obviously, but the fucker only had like 6 seconds of screen time. But I'm so happy he was shown. It's very, very cool. And it's also the one thing I also really appreciated is the fact that I was finally able to sort of piece together the animated series and the prequels Anakin. I had a hard time piecing together Matt Lanter's performance in the Clone Wars with Anakin in the prequel series, because the mannerism was different. Anakin in episode 2 and 3 was more suave and more gentle with his words, while the Anakin in the Clone Wars, Matt Lanter, was more like stoic, more direct. The voices are clearly different, but also just the way he acts was a little bit different in the Clone Wars compared to episode 3. And I felt like season 7 of the Clone Wars didn't fully make the transition, so it was very hard to wrap my mind around it. But I'm glad this episode showed a bit of Matt Lanter's side Anakin and Hayden's Anakin with a little bit of Vader. This was just everything in one episode, and it was only half the fucking episode. The thing is, though, I had a hard time watching the last 30 minutes with like a lot of fun. I was just kind of like, man, I want to get into the discussions. I want to talk to people about this. I don't want to watch the rest of the episode. This is what I want to talk about. This is the moment. It was very good. It was very good. But I'm only here to talk about the fight and Anakin specifically, because I felt like I needed to. I want to thank everyone for watching. I'm sorry that I won't be reacting to the Ahsoka series like on a reacting type of channel video. I just like to watch it with my girlfriend on my own time. And if I feel like there's something I want to react to, I will do it. I don't have the video anymore, but I definitely did a react video on the Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight. But I did a revamp of the channel and I got some things deleted, so I do apologize for that. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the fight. Hope you agree with a lot of the points I made, if I even made some. And yeah, back to the fucking gaming videos probably. Alright, thank you all for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. And take care everyone. Peace.